Hey YouTube, what's going on? It's Ricco here, Identity King, helping you become more of the authority and dominate your space without compromising your authentic value. And I want to talk today about priority or balance. We hear these words, or we hear more of one word than the other, and then we think one word is the same as the other, but really it's not. When you look at balance, I think people make it synonymous to priority because they're trying to equal out or pan out life. Right? Whether it's in your personal, spiritual, physical, emotional, work relationship. It's like how do you hold it all together? Especially in the time we're living in right now. Just seems very crazy. All kind of things going on, banks closing. There's a bubble about to happen. It's already happening right now. And really you hear a lot of talk about being prepared. And what I want to help you do today is really focus on what's most important. From the book I read called Gary Keller's book, The One Thing, that talks about pretty much one main question. What's the one thing you can do right now that would pretty much simplify everything else or influence everything else? I'm paraphrasing, but you get the point I'm talking about. But it's based off priority. So as I was reading that book, I felt inspired, and I was talking with Raequane here in the studio, and we were just like, hey, why don't we talk about priority or balance? Because people do get them mixed up. And so I want to share with you just a quick moment. What's the difference? Let's look at the words. I like looking at the words a lot because it really helps you see or develop a basis from where to start from to have a framework, and then we can kind of build out from there. When you look at, let's go to balance. I know I have priority first. Let's go to balance. So when you look at balance, it means to keep or put something in a steady position so that it does not fall. Now, you and I only have two arms and we got two legs. When you hear balance talked about a lot, basically, can you imagine having a plate in one hand? And then can you imagine trying to carry a plate with your feet? And then you got to try to carry 3 more plates, but you're already full with these 4. One in each hand and one on each foot. That's how it looks like when you're trying to keep everything in balance or keep it steady so it won't fall. And really, that's how we can live our lives. And when we live our lives that way, basically what we're doing is we're trying to be good at everything instead of really being focused on the main thing. So think about that. You're trying to hold up something in your hands, but you can't quite hold it, but then you're trying to hold more, but you're trying to hold more because you're out of focus. So basically now balance is not the same as priority. In fact, it's the opposite. Priority is a thing regarded as more important. Now, I drew something, I think on a video not so long ago, where what is the one thing and everything, what's the one thing in the center and everything else is extensions around or actually can help express that one thing. So just for me as an example, mine is at first I put it as transformative speaking, but really as I thought about it, I'm really a transformative teacher who speaks. So at the core, whether it's in my own business or if I'm partnered or in an affiliate, what's important to me is being able to learn the material, but also being able to teach the material effectively, right? To stay true to who I am. Hey, if you like this content and want to learn tips on how to discover more of your identity, be the authority and dominate your space without compromising who you are, click subscribe. Yes, for instance, I'm a father of 3, right? And I'm married for 21 years, just hit 21 years. And here's the thing, priority is important because when it comes to family and my priority, I prioritize my wife because she's my rib. She is a priority. I wouldn't say first lady, I would say the only lady, right? And she's valuable to me because the scripture tells me you will leave. A man should leave father and mother and cleave to his wife, which means that I left one position. Now I've got a greater position here, a lifetime partner. I have to prioritize that relationship. And here's the thing. If I don't prioritize a relationship, guess what will be hindered? My prayers. So I have to prioritize what's most important. In my marriage, she's most important. As a parent, my children are important. Okay? As priority. If I don't prioritize, then I open the door to be distracted. And whether you believe it or not, today we got a lot of distractions. In fact, do you ever think about it? Entertainment is really containment, as I heard Dr. Miles Monroe say. But I'll add to that. Entertainment is really entertainment. It's really training you to enter into a distraction to keep you away from the focus necessary to carry out your purpose and assignment. And whoever controls your soul controls you. Now, I want to do this one last thing, and I want to let you go, but I was sharing this in closing about Proverbs chapter 4, verse 23. Watch this. This was so key, and it really helped me see clearly. I talk a lot about the soul, right? And so when you look at Proverbs 4, verse 23, here's what it says. All right. It says, guard your heart above all else, for it determines the course of your life. Avoid perverse talk. This is verse 24. Avoid all perverse talk, wrong talk. Stay away from corrupt speech. I'll read 25. Look straight ahead and fix your eyes on what lies before you. Mark out a path, or mark out a straight path for your feet. Stay on the safe path. Don't get sidetracked. Keep your feet from following evil. Now I want to talk about verse 23, where we talk about priority. Look at what it says again. Guard your heart above all else, for it determines the course of your life. That means you got to prioritize your heart. I'm not talking about the pumping mechanism here in your chest. I'm talking about in your soul, your mind, because you can remove that word heart with soul. So it says, guard your soul guard your soul above all else. For your soul determines the course of your life. That is why God and Satan are focused on your soul. Whoever gets your attention the most controls your soul. And this is why when you wake up, you got to prioritize and you got to set the tone, not let the tone be set, right? So you control, or you impact what comes in to really impact or really determine the outcome. So with that being said, priority or balance. We hear these two words again mixed up. They're not the same. But if you can focus on prioritizing your identity, purpose, and authority to complete your assignment, that actually positions you to do the right income producing activity that can lead or create the change you were made to release in this earth. So with that being said, I'm Ricco McAdory, Identity King. Look, like, subscribe to this video, subscribe to the channel, and watch the next video. It's going to help you be more of the authority and dominate your space without compromising your authentic value. I look forward to seeing you again on the next video. Bye for now.